Hello friends, so today I am going to show you how to create a Cloudera CDP cluster on VirtualBox machines. So I am going to create 3 machines in VirtualBox and I will use Vagrant for creating all 3 machines because it's much easier and I can do some of the configuration while creating the machine itself. So like some of the command I want to run while creating the machine. For example, I want to create a user. I make that user as a sudo and disable SE Linux and install some of the packages like em update and so disable firewall d telnet. All this thing I want to install before like while doing the installation itself. So for that only this Vagrant is very good and I already explained in my previous video how to set up a machine using Vagrant, so that I'll share in the description. You can watch that video. So from here I am calling this bootup.sh file and here I am setting some host name and user and size like 40 GB I want to give, and for the master I am giving around 5 GB. So I have only total 16 GB of RAM in my PC, so I can't give much. So for master I am giving 5 GB, for worker 1 and worker 2 I am just giving 2 GB, so that, and it will be a very basic installation. So but the way I do the installation in real time environment as well, you have to do similar kind of process. So basically there also you will have multiple server and you will create the cluster and you will do the setup. So let's start. So first thing what I will do, I will just try to open my terminal and I have this file. I'll go to the file location. So here if you see I have like 3 machine, master, forget about this, I have like master, worker 1 and worker 2. If I do ls master, so you have to place in both the file in the directory. So in master directory I have placed this Vagrant file and bootup.sh. Same thing with the worker 1 and worker 2. So this file need to be there. So you see for worker 1 and worker 2 it's there. So I will just open 3 different for the terminal. I will open new tab, 3 tab, and I will just run those. So let's go to master from here, and here let's go to worker 1 and this will go to worker 2, sorry, to worker 2. Okay, so just I need to run the very first command called, just because I already have the file there. So just do Vagrant up. This is the command Vagrant up. This is the command you need to run. In all the places, and you will see the setup of machine will be started, all 3 machines. So now you see in my VirtualBox it started creating all the machine. So master 1, worker 1, likewise worker 2 also will come. Let's see on the worker 2. I didn't hit enter, I think. Okay, so if I hit enter, you will realize all 3 machine will come up. So how quick it is to create a machine using Vagrant. You just need to type one command and it will create a machine for you. So it's kind of automation. So you can create machine as well as you can do some setup using this bootup.sh. So it's kind of very good tool. I already have a video on this, so I'll share the link in the description and you can use that video. So it started and it will take some time to process. Now you see I have all three machine, master, worker 1, worker 2 and worker 2. So once it's done, we will start the further setup. Let's, for connecting it, you just need to type Vagrant SSH. Let's see the setting, whatever we have done, it's there or not. So you see the host name, so it set the host name. Let's check the IP, it set the IP, and let's see the host file. So it set the host file as well. So this is what we needed, and also we disabled SC Linux, so everything is done. So here also it's done. Just type Vagrant SSH. Okay, here also host name, IP, it's 2, and host file. Here also it's set. We are good to go. Here also let's see. Host name, IP, hosts. Also you can run this command get enforce. So this is for SC Linux, so it should be disabled. So try quickly, it's disabled, and also you can check the CDP user, so it got created, you can see. So CDP, you see it's got created. We are very much good to go. So this is the benefit of Vagrant. Okay, let's now we are very much good to go with the Cloudera installation. So what we need to do, we need to go to Cloudera CDP download. Yeah, this one. I'll put this into the description, the link. You can directly go and register. So directly it will go to try now. So you need to sign in. If you don't have account, you need to create an account. So I already have an account, so I'll sign in with my user. So once you sign, so now if you see, just go to try now, agree, submit. You will find this 3 commands. So you need to run one by one in only master. So this is the Cloudera manager, actual Cloudera manager setup. So now it's downloaded the file, you can see this is the installer file. Second command is just giving the permission to the installer file. So it's gave the permission, you can see, using ls -l. So you see it gave the execute permission, and now you just run it. So you need to click next, yes. So it will take some time. After that we'll proceed. Setup is done. We need to log into Cloudera manager from here. So we need to use the IP for this. So for this we already set the IP, so you just click OK. So we already know the IP, it's this one. So Cloudera manager always will be installed in only one node, and from there we will do rest of the process. So you just need to use IP:7180. So this is the default port of Cloudera. So now So if it is not working, then you can use the existing node as well. Sometime let's see what else we have. No, all other IPs are same, so so this is happening because of so we can do one thing. We can open the port using the command line. So let's do that. It is open from locally, but it's not working from the browser. So what option we have? We can just open the port from the VirtualBox itself. So go there. This also need to be started. Okay, so go to setting, network, sorry, general, yeah, go to ports, system, display, yeah, you need to click here port forwarding. So I pass this now. So I added one extra port here. You can give the name. I'll just show you again. So what you will do, just click plus here, give a name Cloudera, and this will be same 127.0.0.1. Host port will be, you can put anything, I'll put the same, it's fine, and this will be 7180, and click OK. Okay, so now instead of IP we will use localhost. So this one you will use localhost, and now you can see we are able to connect to Cloudera manager. So by default user password is admin when you install it. Okay, now here you have the option, the trial option, so you can try for up to 60 days, and from there you continue. Now continue, because it have less resources, so it will take some time. So name you can give any name, I just leave it as it is. Host name, so here you remember we kept the host name for all the machines, so you can check using cat etc. So this file only we kept this host name, so you have to put all three host name. So it will be this, hit enter, then you have hadoop 1, then you have hadoop 2, then you do just search, it should be able to search all three hosts. So this is the host we have. Click on next. Parcel is the recommended way, so use the parcel itself. Click this install a Cloudera provided the open JDK version, because I have not installed JDK in the machine, so we'll ask Cloudera to install, so it will be automatically installed. So now here we use another user and you use user as a CDP. Password I have given, so you have to use same user password in all three hosts and just click continue. This will take some time. It's almost done now. Just starting Cloudera manager agent. So in all hosts you will have agent, and in only one host you will have Cloudera manager server. So like agent installation is complete. Now in the next step it will download the parcel, so this again will take too much time, so it's around like 6-7 GB. So your internet connection should be very good for this steps. So first it will download, then it will distribute, unpack and activate it. So you need a very good internet connection to complete this faster. It's almost got downloaded and it will take some time to distribute, and then it will take some time to unpack, then activate, then we'll proceed. So now distribution started in all three nodes. Got distributed and it's unpacking. One still it's distributing. Two of them is distributed and one is remaining. I think now it's distributed and now it's unpacking. Then we just need to install the component of Hadoop like hdfs, yarn, zookeeper. So I will go with the basic core Hadoop, which is like yarn, hdfs, zookeeper, and I will run a MapReduce program so that it will make sure the cluster is working fine. So once it's unpacked, then we'll continue. And you just need to do, this is like optional in real world environment. When you really install the cluster, then this is very important. So the network speed should be very good. Host should be like reachable from the host, the main master server. So all these are important fact. So network performance is good. It's inspecting the host. So this make a proper impact. Yeah, so it have some warning that you can see the result, so you can fix it. So this one you can disable this. It's saying you need to disable transparent huge page. That's fine for me, it's okay. Swapperness also need to be. So all this setting you can change if needed. So you can say I understand the risk and finish. Now it will give you option to install whatever you want. So it's like data engineering, data mart, operational database, custom services. So the problem is here it's saying this wizard will also install Cloudera management service. So that I don't want to install because it gives, I have a very small cluster and I have given very little RAM and all, like I have only 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM like that. so it will start throwing me so many errors and so many things in the cluster that I don't want. So that's why I'm skipping this. If you want, you can continue with the custom, or as per your need you can set up. So for now I'll just skip from here. Just click on Cloudera manager and I can add service from here manually. So first thing is important, it's Zookeeper is mandatory, so I will install Zookeeper in all host. So from here select all. If you click there, it will select all. Click OK, continue with the default. So once it's done, then you can install hdfs and then you can install yarn. See, it's almost done. You can expand and you can always check. So now it's starting Zookeeper. So this is done. You can continue, finish. Now Zookeeper is there. Now you can install add service and you can install hdfs. So this is the storage for you. So this is where you need to choose Zookeeper. So this is where your data will be stored. So data node, let it be all host, and this let it be default. This you can change secondary name node to other, because already name node is there in node 1, so that you can differentiate. Go with the default, just continue. So once this will be done, then you can set up yarn. Done. It's starting the node and creating some directory which is needed. Done. You can continue, finish. Now the final one will get yarn. So you need to select from here yarn. So all these are the core component of the job history. You can choose other, continue, or you let it be the first one only, because I have opened the port from first one. We will open all the ports, so it's better to use this one, because job history will have the baby UI. So now this is done. Then we can run a simple map reduce example. So this is the core component of Hadoop, which is HDFS for storage. So HDFS is the distributed file system, where you put the data. By default the replication will be 3, and the default block size is 128 MB. You have name node, which is a master node, and you have data node, which is the worker node, which will store the data. And same way you have yarn, you have node manager and you have resource manager. So resource manager is the master node manager is the worker node. So this is how. And then you have Zookeeper. So Zookeeper is mostly getting used for the quorum management, and it also maintain the high availability. So that's what we use Zookeeper for. So once this will be done, we are good to go with our example. Getting done, it will be started soon. So meanwhile we can create a sample data. So we'll do with the master node. So let's log into CDP user. cd tilde will go to the home directory. create a file sample.txt, put some. Okay, this is done. Finish. So now our cluster is ready. You see there is a configuration issue. So because cluster is this is having very less configuration, so you will get this kind of error. So I'll just copy paste some text there. This is just to learn how to set up Cloudera. In like if you learn here, it will be easier for you to install in the actual environment. So that's why it's so that's it. We'll try to put some data here and we'll run a MapReduce program. So let's suppose I think this much data will be enough. So this is my text file. What I am going to do, I am going to put this file into temp location -put /tmp -put sample.txt to /tmp. Now you can check that /tmp there will be a, so this is the file I kept, and there is a command I have already. That command you can just use hadoop-jar. So you just need to change this to sample.txt and output will be stored in the temp count directory. So this is what you have to do. So you don't have permission, CDP user don't have permission to, so or you can run with this user directly. So you can just put sudo -u hdfs, then it won't be a problem. The same command you run with hdfs user, because we have not added that CDP user into the. So now you see it started. So it's always better to run with the so I will just put this command in the description, so it will be easier for you guys. So you see map started. So you already know the MapReduce concept. So first data will be splitted into map, then there will be shuffling, then there will be reduce, and you will get the output. So this is how generally MapReduce work. You see first data will be using hdfs split, input split, it will be splitted into map. So it's based on the size, so it will be divided by 128 MB, then there will be shuffle sort, and then you will have the reduce. So you see you have name node and you have slave. So map is done. Now reducer will run. 33% completed, 67, 100%. So task is done. Now you can run hdfs dfs -ls / output directory was temp count. So you will see there will be output generated. So total 3 file got generated. So you can do the cat and you can just check it. hdfs -cat, and you can paste this, so you can see the output. You see for each word how many times it appears, like nothing appears 3 times. So this is how things work. Same way you can check it for one also. So that's how it works. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel and like the video. And if you need the Vagrant file and if you need more support, then I'll put my email in the description. You can email me and you can put your comment and I can support you. So thank you everyone.